Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for December 24th through January 7th. For January 24th to 28th, we're expecting the same flow we've been talking about all along. We have upper low here near Alaska, the trough extending over the northeast Pacific. And we have still the split flow here in the west. Here's the northern stream, the southern stream here. We have mixed height anomalies across the Arctic and Greenland. And we have above normal heights here, cover much of the country, ridge belts into the west, below normal heights across the south. Now, we will have a closed low during this period. They'll be moving into the southwest, and then it'll move into the plains. And this will phase with northern stream energy, and we'll go to another map. This shows a frontal genesis of going on. Let me see, it probably won't show it. Maybe we can get another map. Okay, it's not going to show it, but it's going to phase here. I'm trying to look at the frontal genesis here, a map. And it phases with northern stream energy, and then it'll slowly track eastward, and the system will cause rain and storms across the southern plains and lower Mississippi Valley as it interacts with return flowing from the Gulf. And we'll look at that at the surface. Here's our storm system here, snow on the backside. We'll back it up a little bit. Snow on the backside here, it'll be rain and storms. It'll be a return flow around this high. And we'll look at some rainfall amounts for this area, for the west. Here we are, Christmas Eve, we go into Christmas Day. We see some purples over here, almost 4 inches of rain coming there. And then we have another system moving in. And we'll look at the European. But at the same time, it's a little slower, less precipitation here affecting parts of the northwest. Now, this system will later on spread, excuse me, will also, let me go to the surface, okay, will also push eastward and into the east during Wednesday. You see we have a low here, bringing more rain. Here's the 540 line here, way out in Pennsylvania. So this will be another mild pattern for rain. And this will be heavy rain across parts of the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. We're going to look now at the period for December 29th to January 2nd. And the pattern kind of changes a little bit. We have our trough here over the Northeast Pacific, ridge builds in the west, above normal heights all across here. We go to the second, below normal heights here across the south. We have a little bit of a troughing here going on. So this might be an indication of a change that could be occurring. Now, a lot of researchers are calling for a stratospheric warming event to occur during this period, and they're pretty certain about this, I would say, because they keep talking about it in early January. We'll see if that materializes. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for, let me get to the map, calling for above normal temperatures for much of this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies to be near as high as 8 degrees above normal, mainly across portions of the west. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and here. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. Below normal precipitation here. This extended since yesterday. And the probability of occurrence is near 35%. Now, as we get further into January, January 3rd to the 7th, let me get to the map. 3rd to the 7th, we see more troughing in the east with below normal heights. We have above normal heights here. This is according to the Canadian ensembles. The GFS doesn't have much of above normal heights across Greenland. It's got negative height anomalies, but above normal heights here. Here's our trough. Ridge kind of builds here, below normal heights across the south. And then we look at the European ensembles, has more ridging here across Greenland, so, and below normal heights to the south. So that looks more promising for colder weather. So in the east at least. So for this forecast period, calling for above normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies that could reach or exceed 6 degrees above normal, mainly here. Below normal temperatures are forecast for this region, and anomalies are forecast to be near 2 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, call for below normal precipitation here and here. Probability of occurrence is near 35%, and above normal precipitation is forecast here. Probability of occurrence is near 35%, as the pattern looks basically like an El Nino type pattern. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for December 24th through January 7th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.